Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. It's the Liberty Flames and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with Coach Caldwell before the game, guys. He told me he knows that they are not one of the Power 4 conferences, but they are here to prove they can compete with anyone. His team is fired up and ready to prove they are just as good as this top-ranked team. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Randolph. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing in on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. The Flames offense will get the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Back to pass, it's Henderson. Floats it out in space. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone instead. Come up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
The Nittany Lions offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
Hey, guys, we just know, and we kind of laugh about it. When we talk about this team, you know you're going to get a tight end. Like, you just know you're going to get a big, strong, athletic guy in matchups. It was no different watching tape this week. In this offense, they found a great one, not surprisingly, Palmer, because it seems like they do it every single year.
And on offense, they're smart, right? I mean, it goes through the tight end. In the passing attack, that's oftentimes where the quarterback's going to be looking first, and we see that all the time. And so it's no surprise they've been able to reload this position and stock it up. You're going to see multiple tight ends in formations today, and they are going to attack this defense vertically down the field, throwing to what has always been their best position.
Sets up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Beck. Right on the money. Open space at the 25. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaking up and down on the field. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that's going to tie it up.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Hit as he throws. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Picks up the first down. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. The Flames, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Johnson.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking for room, it's Udo. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Rides to back and leaves it. Past the 40. There's some room. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Flames want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to pass, it's Beck. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Flying down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point gives him a 10-6 lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. The option look. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Snags it and he's open. Quick step and go. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Flames, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Davis. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Handoff from the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because
There's a crease. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter, stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared.
Beck's going for the goal line. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Makes it past the marker. Across the 35. Out. At the 36 and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Beck. With the catch, it's Martin. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these weak running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
The run inside. It's Wallace. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. Another incompletion on third down. And the Flames decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Penn.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Dropping back, it's Beck. That's caught. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? The give on the counter. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's first take a look at Georgia State taking on the Marshall Thundering Herd. And it's Georgia State able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Penn State head coach coming out of the locker room. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they're expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Martin.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The give to the single back. Got enough for the 1st. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time?
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got an open man. There he goes to the left. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And those plays right there, you can see the receiver smells the end zone, right? Like he makes the play, he catches it, starts to go downfield, and all you're doing is you're just trying to get there, man. Trying to finish off the run out.
Touchdown, Flames! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout here. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Looking for space. It's Hansen. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They feed him again, fighting off the defender. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Makes the catch. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Might as well give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
Going to try to get it himself. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They're testing the right side here. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The Flames will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter, and this defense will start the 4th on its heels. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking outside, it's Wallace. Got enough for the first. There he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Fielded in the end zone, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Rush is on him. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On the move, it's Udo. Powers through the defender. Finding some room. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Flames line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Under fire. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Trying to set up the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Trying to punch it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Penn State. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. The give on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
There he goes. Open it up. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Pressure coming. Buying some time. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get with it.
Might have a chance. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Randolph. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run the counter. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely